Welcome back to Photoshop. We are in week 4, LP4 in Photoshop, and this week we're going to cover 2 chapters on similar topics. So the first one, chapter 4, we're going to talk about levels, curves, and adjusting shadows and highlights. So we're actually going to get into fixing and improving and modifying our photos. So we're going to start with an image, and if you go into Photoshop and do a file open, and head to our book files. In your book files, under the textbook files, we're going to head to chapter 4, and we're going to open Trillium. So we're going to learn a little bit about how amazing and powerful Photoshop is, and at times how wrong it is, and we need to override it. So we're going to do some auto fixes to see how they work and compare them, and then we're going to learn when auto fixes just are not right. So we've opened Trillium. We're going to make duplicates from this. So we're going to come up to the top menu and we're going to choose Image, Duplicate. There you are. And it's going to ask if it should be Trillium Copy. We are going to instead name this Auto Tone. So you can see it made a duplicate tab. It didn't duplicate it in the layers panel. When we do this version, we're actually making a duplicate file and it shows up in a new tab. So we have auto tone, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do image duplicate, and this one we're going to name auto contrast. And then the last time that we do this, we are going to name it Auto Color. So we now have 4 tabs, 4 images, the original, and then one Auto Tone, Auto Contrast, Auto Color. And so far they look all the same. We're going to select the version called Auto Tone. So come up to your tabs, click on it, make sure it's the highlighted one. Visually, you're not going to see a difference because it's the same photo at this point. But from here, we are going to actually try this. We're going to go Image, and at the top, we see 3 autos, the 3 we just made tabs for. So Auto Tone, wow, not bad. Let's go to Auto Contrast and apply that one. So with this selected, we're going to do Image, Auto Contrast. Well, okay, still some issues. And then the 4th one, Auto Color, and do an image auto color. Wow, big differences there. So we'd now like to compare these files all together using the 4-up view. So we don't want to have to click from tab to tab to see them. So under Window, we're going to go to the Arrange, and then there are some options for different ways of looking at our tabs. We're going to choose the 4-up. All right, we're going to use the hand tool, and we're going to shift, we're just going to hold down our mouse and push it around. I just meant to say shift the view, but it has nothing to do with the shift key. So get this first one to be in position so that we can actually look at the white flower. And then under Window, Arrange, we can see Match All. That's going to match anything we did to that first one. So it's going to bring all 4 windows into the same view, which is really helpful. If we want to enlarge or pan around, we can see what we need to see. So how are these 3 adjustments different from one another? Well, in our original, you can see there's a lot of a yellow color cast, not much contrast, and the better of them seems to be, well, these 2 are better, and this one might be the best. We'll kind of see. So in Auto Tone, let's find that one. This one down here at the bottom right, here's our tab. Auto Tone is going to darken the darks and lighten the lights and allow for a color shift in the process. So again, if you look at this background here, it's dark, the lights are brightened, and from the original, it did allow a slight color shift. The auto contrast, which is up here, darkens the darks, it lightens the lights, but it tries to retain that original color. So as comparing it to the one to the left, it has a lot of that original yellowish color in it. The auto color one down here darkens the darks, lightens the lights, and tries to correct the colors. So this one's certainly got some true whites in here. Which one is best? You get to decide depending on the image, and that one can be your favorite. So in this case, auto color did an awfully nice job, and we might be interested in using that. However, it's not always that easy. So let's close out these files. I'm just going to do a Command W because that is the shortcut for close. Edit, 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 edit. Well, I was hoping to show you the shortcut, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just Command Wing. Do I want to save anything? No, I don't. I don't need to save all these files. So Command W, I close them all out. We are going to go back and open another file from our Chapter 4 folders called Kali. And we're going to look at some of the drawbacks to using these auto tools. We're going to do that same process. We're going to duplicate it and name it just like we did. So image, duplicate, and we're going to name them auto tone. Duplicate it for an auto color contrast. Let's do them in the right order. Auto contrast. And finally, one more. We're going to duplicate it and auto color for this one. And then with our 4 tabs available to us, we're going to do that 4 up view again. So window, arrange, 4 up. Take my hand and kind of move the dog around a little bit. Might even choose to zoom out a little bit on this. So I'm going to Option click. I want to see more of the image. Then when I do match all, it's going to not only match how I moved it over, but the zoom and everything. So match all will give us a full view in our windows. In this case, I just want to note my original is down here and the other 3 are everywhere else. So let's start with the auto color and do an auto color on that one. All right, let's go to auto tone, highlight that tab so that you're working on it, do an image and an auto tone. All right, let's go down to auto contrast. Here's auto contrast. And we're done. Where is the magic? What happened? Here's our original. I would recommend look at it. The things that I see immediately are the snow. It has more of a red tint over here, and then it starts to get a little bluer and grayer. So again, those same steps that were taken last time where auto tone is doing a certain thing, auto contrast tries to retain the color, and auto color tries to correct it. Those are all happening here, but it's just not working so well because this is a strange image. And I only mean strange in that we basically have blacks and whites and shades of gray. It's really hard for any of the auto fixes to work with an image like this. So for the most part, I would say you're not going to use these auto fixes ever. I don't remember the last time I used an auto fix. We're going to learn how to do these manually and fix them to their best look using the proper tool that we know is going to work. So these 4 autos, I'm not saying never use them. They're certainly worth a shot to see if they're a good start. But as you see with this example, it really almost was a waste of our time. It just didn't give us a good result. So we're going to learn new tools next.